Okay. Ready for tonight. Uh, lick Tai Chi. Lick Tai Chi. Let's start off with a warm up, 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 up. The ankle, the ankle, the ankle, the ankle, and wrist, and wrist, and wrist, and wrist, the ankles. Oh, I forgot my flat feet shoe. I stubbed my toe the other day. Kind of sucked. Okay. Now for the knees. It's good. Stretch them arms. All right. Awesome. Yeah. 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 Some little warm up exercises. Let's start on the ground. Hey, what's up? I'm just doing some warm up exercises. I'm gonna start with my legs, bottom half of my body, because I'm actually focusing on uh being a little bit lower in my practice. So I'm trying to strengthen my legs and stretch them out more. So I'm just gonna do a couple leg lifts, very simple warm-ups. Feel free to do whatever you need to do to prepare for your practice. Oh, hell no. Okay, my bad. It's cool. Anyways, so let me start with my right leg, just doing a couple lifts here. I do about 20 or so, very easy. And then I work on my hips as well. All right, got me this going. That's it. What's that? What's that? Also work on your footwork if you do some breakdancing. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna do the other side. Just lifting. Six, 7, 10, 12, 14, 15. And then I move my left leg. Like I said, just super, super simple warm up. And then I'm gonna go into some stretching. Right. This, the most I do is maybe an hour. It's not much of a workout, but like kind of like yoga, you can, you'll get out as much as you put into it. So if you do lower stances and stuff like that, you'll get some good exercise for your legs, kind of like you would in yoga. But it's not much of a workout otherwise, though I am out of shape. So it's a little bit of a workout for me. It's always, good to do something. And then I plan on going to the gym probably later on, um, sometime to actually work on muscles a little bit more. So I hold this for about 30, try to create some tension by pulling some more and focus, keeping my knee aligned and straight. Okay, now the other leg. Cool, awesome. Uh, if you know the 9 form, um, actually 8 form, but sometimes people say it's 9, but actually it's called the 8 form Yang style. That's what I'm going to be doing. So if you already know it, that's awesome. Otherwise, I'm not teaching it. This is really just if you actually do it yourself and want to practice with me. But this is not a class. All right. A little exercise, not that much really. So in your practice, you always want to keep your knees bent, and they're very soft normally. And so for when I stretch, sometimes I'll start off in a position like this, and many times when we're low in our practice, we're gonna take a step forward or something like that. And so for a stretch, I do the same. I have all my weight on my left leg right now. Right leg is free, and I just step forward a little bit, keeping my knee on top of my heels, and then I reach down towards my toe. Of course, I'm also not pulling from my head and upper body. I'm actually pulling down from my center, from my waist for the dantian, and about 20 or 30 seconds. And I might pull on my foot a little bit as I go, especially the last 10 seconds. Coming down from the center and not from your head. All right. I'll come back up and I switch legs. So all my weight's going to be on my right leg. Okay. You're actually 7 years old. I hope your parents are okay with you doing whatever you're doing. Anyways, knees bent, weight on the right leg, extend. Remember, all free, very balanced. Put your heel down, and then we're going to reach down. Last 10 seconds. Okay. Step back, shake it off, shake it off. We're going to also do what's called a horse stance, just like this. And we're going to try to keep 90-degree angle and try to sit into it for 20 or 30 seconds. Keep your knees on top of your toes. I'm going to go over to the left leg. Over to the right. Coming back in. Sorry for all the noise. They're mowing down there. Feel free to take a sip. So typically, I do form 4 times. I do 2 facing and 2 away. The first 2 times I really am just marking it. And then The last two times, I'm trying to get a little bit lower, trying to, make a better practice, try to keep it more smooth. Eh, okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna do it away from me first. Kind of hot out here. So ideally, you want to end where you began. However, as my space is limited, I am adjusting. Okay. I plan on doing this every day. So thanks for joining. Anthony, welcome. Let's see if so. Um, I'm really just doing this for practice for my Tai Chi. And as far as the workout goes, that's, there could be, it can be quite minimal. However, you can make it as difficult as you want, and you can, obviously do some exercises before and after, or go to the gym, or do whatever, whatever other workout you would do. So for me, it is, I guess, if I was working out right now, I'm not working out, but this, um, but yeah, I would rotate it. But right now I'm practicing every day, and the minimal exercise I do here is what I'm doing thus far, and I hope to increase it, increase the difficulty as I get better in my form and my practice, and try to get lower and strengthening my legs and flexibility. Wakwita! What's up? All right, so I just did this direction. Now I'm doing this direction the second time. But as far as benefits, you can think of it more like yoga, but there's also emphasis on breathing and balance, and shifting weight, and being able to move all parts of your body together at the same time, without any stops, no angles. Everything's rounded and soft yet strong. So it's a different type of practice. It's not something that you would do to, bulk up or anything like that at all. If anything, the closest would be something like yoga. Combat sports? Sure. I mean, it's kind of as if you were, if you do martial arts and you decide to do your forms, slower, and you're hyper focused, it's like meditation, and you do it so much that you no longer have to think about your movement anymore, and it becomes more instinctual. And then when you do it in real life or real time, obviously you do it faster, but your intention for positioning and movement of your arms become much more pronounced and much more accurate, I guess, if that's a thing. Um, it can, but I don't know that many people do Tai Chi for combat practice. But I can imagine that doing any type of practice in which you slow movement down to, be so specific and accurate, that when you move it faster, it becomes that much more accurate when you do it fast. Awesome, thank you. All right, so second time. Door was in the way, so I didn't really extend my arm as much as it's supposed to be. Yeah, and you want to end where you began, which would be around here. But because of my limitations of space, I've modified a little bit of my movement. So this is a specific form. This is a 8 form yang style that I'm doing. So it is repeated in the same manner. Though there are exercises in Tai Chi and in martial arts, where you kind of like grapple and it's kind of like improv. That's not this. This is just to practice, and so you do the forms. There's many forms, and this one right now is just the 8 form Yang style. If you want to start, you could copy. Um, you just want to be careful of being very, very, very intentional and specific about where your hands, your elbow, where everything is, where your weight is, whether or not you're leaning forward, leaning back. Um, so learn the general movement first and then go into details like you can watch other videos also and see how other people do it. Not everybody does it the same. There probably is a right and wrong way in some cases. If you're, especially if you're competing, doing competition, they're going to look for very specific things. But I'm just doing this for me. My mother teaches it, and so a lot of it is from her. And I've also watched other videos of some other practitioners or people who I feel are really good. And then I'll take some of, both and try to adapt it. I really pay attention to like which side of the hand are they using and how high are they using it. But it's an ongoing practice. So, you just try to do the general movement first and then you start, fixing every little thing. Cool. Awesome. You gotta not worry about how you look. Um, if you're watching in the mirror at yourself or you're filming yourself, you just wanna, you know, pay attention to whether or not your shoulders are up, make sure your shoulders are down, make sure everything's relaxed, yet, so everything's soft yet strong. Um, but don't worry about what you look like. Oh yeah, there's competition. You're welcome. Thanks. I really appreciate you asking. I'm definitely not the, expert on this topic, but I can tell you what little I know and I'm still learning and practicing too. So all right, so I did this side, I'm doing this side. Again, I'm not teaching, but if you want to, you can do whatever you want. Like I said, I watch other videos to try to adopt some movements and stuff. But you can kind of get a general idea if you do follow me. Shifting all my weight to the right so that I can step out on the left. It's all about shifting weight, a lot of it, breathing. And there be a very meditative exercise, thrusting twist step. Notice I'm always shifting weight when I do the other side. Shifting weight, shifting weight. can also do this at your own pace. Sometimes when I practice, I do it a lot slower. A water bottle. And then we're gonna do the last time facing this direction. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate that. Absolutely. All right. Now I'm gonna do the last one facing this direction. I'm gonna focus a little bit more on being a little bit lower and trying to push my practice a little bit more while maintaining the speed that I desire and all of that without dropping out of form, like without losing my balance, without like leaning over too much when I'm really supposed to be upright. Just those little things. And then afterwards, we can do a little cool down. Drink a sip of water, right? I think I messed up something. Am I losing my focus or what? I think I totally messed up and am on the wrong side of this. It's good practice for focus. I'm gonna start over. Um, I would say that perfect form is important. It is important to me. I would say that if you're learning it and you think that you might practice with other people in the future, trying to do what you feel is correct is probably better so that you don't feel like you're doing something completely different from someone else. Or if you're doing it in a group, everyone's, moving in a flow together and connected, so doing it the same way is especially good for that. But to me personally, if I'm just doing it by myself, uh, I- it's for my own practice. I use it for meditation, for health, for all, different things. So, in that sense, I want to, do it right. But really, it's about how I feel and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? But to me, I want to try to get how I feel is correct in my practice. I mean, I would think that I would like to teach one day or, whatever. And also, since my mom teaches it, I want to do it at least close enough to what she does. Anyways, I mean, especially if you're like showing other people and being like, oh, I know the eight form, yang style. And if you do it completely different, they're going to be like, who taught you that? So, in that sense, I guess it's important, especially if you're going to represent it as the actual form that it is. Um, I'm gonna do a little cool down. Just start breathing. Right. So inhale, in with the nose, out with the mouth. One more. Breathe into the diaphragm. We're gonna go up and then we're gonna push like this. 2 more. And we're gonna bring it to the center here. Breathe out again. 2 more. In Qigong and Tai Chi practices, we did not do any Qigong today, just Tai Chi. But typically in that practice afterwards, it is said that your saliva holds a lot of nutrients, a lot of good things. So you can give it back to your body by swallowing your saliva 3 times and then visualize it coming down into the center of your body to your Dan Tian, which is the center of your body, which is roughly an inch and a half below your belly button. And during that practice, it is also said that you're going to put the centers of your palm over each other and over the Dan Tian like this. For men, it's supposed to be left and then right over left. And for women, it's right and then left over right. This is just something I've learned. I don't know too much about the reasoning behind it. It's just, I might have to do meridian lines or something like that. Feel free to practice this if you desire. If you do not, that's fine. Not a big deal. But in any case, take your time. I'm going to close my eyes. And when you're finished, just drop your hands down. Okay. When you're done, take it off a little bit. And I'm going to end by doing the traditional salute, which is earth, rather earth and sky or heaven. heaven and earth, which I also like to adopt the idea that it's heart, friendship, and peace, respect. Yes, let's go. Let's go into our day.